the sort of shapes that you make? You know, you said that you look.
Well, at the moment, it's the clay, because it's kind of a it's a very unreal situation for me. But I mean, I tend to work in series of shapes, and usually the same weights of clay. You know, I might make 10 4-pound bottles, and the shape might stay almost the same, or it might change throughout the 10.
Yeah.
I don't always keep the 10. You know, I'll weed them out and maybe keep 6 or something.
Yeah.
But it's important to choose straight away, because if you don't choose straight away, and you've got a lot of clay work again.
Yeah.
You have to save labour. I think I like making bottles most of all.
Yeah.
It's kind of a challenge.
But are there any historic influences?
I think they're still there somewhere, but not conscious. I mean, when I was studying Sargent, I was absolutely bitten by ancient Japanese pots. But that's no longer, you know, the influence is no longer there. I don't even think about it anymore.
Yeah.
I was saying this morning that those early influences, you know, when you're learning about the materials and form and how to make and visiting exhibitions and things, you see pots and you naturally pick up ideas or ways of working. And with me, it was certainly you know, I could put names to possibly 4 or 5 potters that just went bang, you know, this guy's brilliant. Yeah. Or I saw something in the work that just hit me. And I think over the years, you know, all those influences that initially come together, they kind of make a sort of a mishmash. And you end up with a pot which isn't really yours. It's a mixture of various influences. But it needs time for those influences to sort of turn head over heels in a way. And now I'm just working from my own inspiration. From pots I've made before, from the last 5, or new ideas I have which come directly from the materials, nothing else. I can't remember the last time I looked consciously at a pottery book for ideas or anything like that. Huh?
But the origins would be oriented, you know, going back to that sort of.
Yeah, I think they've got to be. Yeah. I mean, I don't think, you know, purely from the way I make and fire, you know, it's historically it's an oriental process, for sure.
But technically,
there's no denying that. But technically, I suppose I've developed my own technique now.
Yeah.
And I got to the point. I used to put a lot of feldspar sand in the body because I was initially completely enraptured by those shigaraki pots. And I'm getting to the point now. I'm putting less and less in, and sometimes hardly any at all. Because you start to see subtleties, and there was a bottle this morning which had got lumps of feldspar sand all over it, and I said, "Oh, what a terrible pot," because it was an old one. And it's a very, very long period of learning about these subtleties of texture and balance and yeah.